I aynen.
Yes, good morning all. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am, you're
yes,
audible.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You are audible. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I am Hem Charan Reddy. I am the CR of this section, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, some of our classmates has been not added in biology and bio teams, ma'am.
Bio
So,
teams, whom
uh,
all there I was added. I really don't know. When I'm giving their names, so many requests came. I gave their name. I tried to add their names, but it's already there in the teams. I don't know whether you people are not knowing how
yeah,
to
ma'am.
do
In
it or
fact,
what.
so many problems. Yeah, ma'am. Two to three guys and two to three girls are also telling like that only. Ma'am has been told like that. Ma'am had
See, now
started, but
also I
I'm
try to
not able
add a
to
name.
access.
Yeah, that is what. No, no. When I try to add their name to the teams, It says the name already exists.
Yeah, ma'am. Can you give me your number, ma'am? So I will collect all of those email IDs and I will send you, ma'am.
Yeah, you just send it me. But now individually also I'm getting the request bar, but when I'm trying to do, it says it already. It is already there. I think it's they are not able to view that or what, I don't know.
Yeah, ma'am. Though you will get confused, ma'am. So all can message me and they if they send me the mails, I will send you to, ma'am. So you
Yeah.
can check that easily, ma'am.
Okay, send it.
Yeah, ma'am. Can you please send me your number, ma'am?
See, or else you can message here also. This biology here you can find in Teams itself. You can message me. Okay, in Teams itself you do better.
Bro.
So yeah, ma'am. I will send the mails in Teams, ma'am.
Teams only you send it.
Whoever
Okay.
they send the mails, means I will send you in Teams, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. So I think let me start. Just in the last class, we saw about some other biomimicking options also. So many of your friends, they have given some of these biomimetics example. Okay. So now we will take that up. If suppose if many people are interested and even if you want to share, see one more class later also we will just do it like that. Okay. So now this class, let me start with the syllabus. Okay. So here, if you see in your syllabus, one second. If you just see in your syllabus a cell, okay, that particular part is there actually. Okay, so if you know only the basics, right, then it is easy for you to understand so many other concepts, like action potential is there. Okay, see one request, even last class also I told you, see 10:45 means 10:45 you be there. So it's just some of you are just trying to get in even towards the end of the class also. I'm not able to understand. See, my time it is getting wasted in admitting all. I'm not able to share the PPT also. See, anytime you, if you want, you can come join the class. What is this? Yeah. So now, see here, first a few classes, right? Maybe it will take some 2 to 3 classes. Here I will be explaining you completely about the cell and cell organelles. Okay, so maybe definitely right from 8th standard or something like that, you could have studied. Okay, maybe now you may not be remembering all those things. Okay, just because of that only reason, I just want first to know you about the various cell organelles and what actually is the function of each and everything. That's what I have mentioned you, right? Hereafter we will be seeing about action potential, okay, how actually signaling inside cells will happen. See, for all those things you need to understand, you need to know some of the terminologies. Okay, so that is what actually is the purpose, and you know cell is there in your syllabus also. Okay, so even for your test and all, right, you will definitely questions from all these portions also. Okay, so now cell. See, if I tell you biological cell, see what all things come to your mind. What all you know about a cell? Anyone?
Nucleus.
Nucleus, okay.
Mitochondria.
Cytoplasm, mitochondria, okay. Then
Cell is a basic unit of life.
Cell membrane.
Cell membrane.
correct. Cell is the basic unit of life. Then
Cell membrane.
cell
Plasma.
membrane.
Multicellular cell, unicellular.
Yes, correct. Multicellular, unicellular, correct.
Plasma.
Plasma, okay.
Ribosomes.
Blood cells. Ribosomes.
Yeah,
Ribosomes.
ribosomes, correct.
Golgi apparatus.
Yes, Golgi apparatus. Cytoplasm, okay. Then
Cell wall.
Aortic cells and nucleus.
Cell wall.
cell wall, correct.
DNA, ma'am.
DNA, correct.
Chloroform.
So
Blood
yes,
cells.
you know all these things, but do you remember the function of each and everything?
Little bit, ma'am.
Little bit.
Koncham.
So do you want me to take this or shall I skip and move to the next topic?
Take me.
Ma'am, you just brush up on.
Once revised, ma'am.
Yeah, so it's a kind of revision only. Okay, so I haven't gone in depth also. See, this is like a very basic thing, very basic. Okay, so what is unicellular, what is multicellular, what are these prokaryotes, what are these eukaryotes? Okay, so all these things only are there in this slide. Next, we will see about each and every organelle in little bit detailed way. Okay, so what is mitochondria, what are its function, what is Golgi apparatus, what is its function, what are ribosomes, what are endoplasmic reticulum, because each and every organelle, okay, it is going to play a very important role that we will see wherever it is required also. Okay, so good, so you remember all these things, right? Okay, then let me start. Okay, so cell, you know, it is the basic unit of life. Means even it is what even structurally also and functionally also, that is
Excuse
going
me,
to,
ma'am.
yeah.
Ma'am, I'm unable to see your screen.
What about others?
Same here, mom.
Yes,
Yeah, I
ma'am.
can see, ma'am. Can't display the content. There was a problem.
I can see it.
None of you are able to see my screen?
No, ma'am. We can see it.
It's
I can-
visible.
Yo, ma'am, you're visible. The screen is visible.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Visible.
I don't know why this is happening. You know, for me it is fine. All these time even I had a problem, but now I think it's working. See, or else let me do one thing.
Ma'am, if they refresh it, it will work. If they
Okay,
Shall I
can
resolve,
you
ma'am?
can you just refresh and see? Or else what I will do, I will just open a separate this thing and I will share that. If suppose if you're not, many of you are not able to see means.
Ma'am, can I rejoin, ma'am, the meeting? Shall I rejoin, ma'am?
Yeah, no problem. Do it. Okay, so cell, it is the structural it's the fundamental structural and what functional unit of all living organisms. Okay, so as I told you, just we saw, right, Robert Hooke was the one to first see actually the cells using the microscope, actually invented by him, right? So but if you see Anton von Leeuwenhoek, okay, he was the one to first observe what the living cell. Okay, so whatever Robert Hooke saw was what the dead cells. I told you, no, it was from the bark. Okay, bark of a tree. So whatever he absorbed, see, it was like honeycomb like structures. We just have seen, no, it will be like the rooms of the monk. Okay, just because of that they have coined the term as what? Cell, right? So this is what is the structure seen by him. Okay, seen by the Robert Hooke using his particular. Yeah, okay. So this was the the microscopic view, okay, of the dead cells seen by Robert Hooke. Okay, so Anton von Leeuwenhoek, he was the one to first describe what a living cell. Okay, so Robert Brown, he was the one to discover what? The nucleus. And see, Robert Hooke's finding was in 1665, and this Robert Brown, he discovered nucleus in 1833. Okay, so Leeuwenhoek was, see, living cell, the time 65 was the dead cells he viewed, and Anton von Leeuwenhoek, he talked about what? Living cells in 76. Okay. So now already I have told you, okay, there are three important scientists who just contributed in framing this cell theory. Okay, so what actually are the fundamental postulates of a cell theory? Means three things are very important. Okay, so the contribution to cell theory, it was from Sladen, who first told that all plants are composed of cells. Okay, so next Swan, he was the one who concluded that all animals are also what? Composed of cells. Okay, initially first these 2 points, okay, it constituted cell theory, but later Rudolf, he was the one to say that these cells arise from what? Pre-existing cells. Okay, so these are the three important points, and cell theory altogether, how it is going to get postulated means, so these are the things. I will just give it here. Okay, so what actually the postulates of the cell theory means? All living things, okay, even plants, animals, everything, it is what? Composed of cells. Okay, so this cell is what is the structural and functional, okay, basic structural and functional unit of life. Okay, and this cells come only from what? The pre-existing cells. Division, okay, so you know, right, cell division. Okay, so this cells come only from what? Existing cells, and each and every individual cell will have all the characteristics of what? Life. Okay, so suppose if they are asking you a question, postulate, it means cell theory, what are the postulates of a cell theory means, these are the things. Okay, so your what is a Sladen, Swan, okay, those two people, they just confirmed that all living things are composed of what? Cells. Okay, and Virchow, he was the one to say that, to find out that the cells come only from what? Pre-existing cells. Okay, so because of this reason, the cell, it is going to be what? The basic structural and functional unit of life, and they found out that each and every cell, it will have all the characteristics of what? Life. So all these things are basics, right? We know already, but just let me put it in a proper way because of that. Okay, so now broadly, if you see the classification means, cells can be classified as what? Unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. So definitely you might have studied about all these things, no? Unicellular means what? Only one cell. So that one cell itself will be capable of doing all the life activities, right? Means that is what I have mentioned it here. All functions like digestion, excretion, respiration, growth, reproduction, everything will be taken care by what? That one single cell. Okay, so all those organisms will be grouped under what? Unicellular organisms. Okay, so you will be having only one cell doing all the activities. Okay, so example is what? Amoeba, euglena, all those things. Multicellular, you know. Okay, so it will be from 2 to many cells, right? So organisms with more than one cell, it's called multicellular organisms. So these cells, they may vary in size and shape depending upon its function. Okay, example, plants, animals, all those things. Okay, see, size of a cell. Now anyone, any guesses, right? What actually, what is the size range of a cell? From what size to what size it can exist? Do you know which is going to be the smallest cell and which is going to be the largest or longest? Any idea, anyone? Size of
Longest
the
cell is ostrich egg.
yeah. Largest is what? Egg. Okay. See, egg, it's what? It's a cell only. Egg. Ostrich egg. That is going to be the largest one. Okay. Then any other thing?
Mycoplasm is the smallest.
Yes, mycoplasmas will be the one which is going to have be what, the smallest one. Okay, the size range will be of the order of some 0.1 micrometer something. You know what is micrometer, right? What is micrometer?
10 raised to the power minus
10 to the power minus 3.
10 to the
10
power minus 6. Okay, then you can imagine how small it will be. Okay, so now for time being, okay, means regarding biology, research is keeping on going. So now what they have found is that some kind of mycoplasmas, okay, they are the smallest one, where its size ranges from some 0.1 to 0.2 micrometers. Okay, so the largest is what, the egg of an ostrich. Okay, and longest cells means what? Do you know which one will be long?
The nerve cell,
Nerve
neurons.
cells, yeah. See, some of the nerve cells, it's having a length of the order of what, nearly 1 meter also. Okay. So the cell size will vary from microns. Microns is again what? Micrometers only. Okay, 10 to the power minus 6 meters to a few centimeter. So the smallest living cell is PPLO. Okay, it's a what is the full form of that? Is pleuropneumonia-like organism, which is going to have a size of the order of 0.1 micrometer. See, mycoplasmas also. Okay, they will also have a size ranging from what? This 0.1 to 0.2 micrometers. So some bacteria will have what, from 0.1 to 0.5 micrometer, but the smallest is mycoplasmas only. So the largest of the living cell is the egg of an ostrich. So its size is 170 to 180 millimeter in diameter. See, apart from that, if you see longest means the sclerenchyma fibers with plant, you know, it provides structural strength to the plants. Okay, so that is called as sclerenchyma. Okay, that actually it will have a length of the order of some 60 centimeter. So nerve cells, obviously, they will have a size of nearly 1 meter also, more longer than the sclerenchyma fibers. Okay, in animals, if you see. So this is the size chart of a cell. Okay, ranging from atoms I have given. Okay, you see, because your cell is composed of what? So many atoms, right? So atoms ranging from 0.1 micrometer. Now, if you see proteins, lipids, then some viruses, ribosomes, see in this range, then smallest bacteria, then there's some mitochondria, nucleus, then animal cells, plant cells, like that, frogs, egg, like that. It keeps on going. Okay, it's a comparison chart. Okay, what actually is the size of a normal cell with the comparison of what humans. In that way, this chart is given. You can go through that leisure. So now, what is cell? What actually a cell is composed of? Okay, so you know, okay, it's see here I'm not going to talk about cell wall and all in much. Okay, cell wall, it will be. See, in plant you will be having the cell wall, whereas in animal cells, what is going to happen? See, we are not going to have that, right? It's just because we are.
ఒక్క నిమిషం ఉండు. అమ్మ ఆధార్ కార్డు రేషన్ కార్డు తొందర ఫోటో పెట్టి దగ్గర ఉంటే ప్లీజ్ తొందరగా లేదా
So you will be having a membrane, cell membrane. Okay. Then what we are going to see about is a protoplasm. Okay, so whatever the fluid content present inside this membrane is what is called as protoplasm. Okay, then each and every organelles. Okay, organelles means what? It is mitochondria, Golgi complex. Okay, nucleus. Even nucleus is an organelle, right? Endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes. Okay, about that also we will see. Then the that is what the control center with the DNA is what? The nucleus. Okay, so cell actually, if you see, you will be having an outer membrane. Okay, then you will be having the content, the fluid content, whatever it is there inside the cell, it is called as what? Protoplasm. Then we will study about what? The various organelles, okay, present inside the cell, which is going to decide actually the function of that particular cell. So again here cell types. Okay, so what are all the different types of cells we have? So what actually is the cell type means? Basically, if you see, there are two types, right? One is called as prokaryotic, whereas another one is called as what? Eukaryotic. So see, do you know any difference between these two? I hope you know all these things. What is prokaryotic?
Primitive type of
Huh?
primitive type of cell.
I'm not getting. It's not clear. Prokaryotes. What are prokaryotes?
Bacteria.
Have a nucleus and eukaryote doesn't have nucleus.
Uh-huh.
Ma'am, primitive cells.
Prokaryotic does not have membrane and eukaryotic have membrane, ma'am.
Okay.
It has single nucleus.
Then any other difference?
Ma'am, prokaryotic is the smallest one, whereas eukaryotic is the largest.
Okay.
Cell.
Then yeah.
Prokaryotic bacteria.
Eukaryotic has nucleus enclosed in it.
See, that is what is the very important point. See, do you know what is this term carry? K-A-R-Y means? Have you come across this word? You definitely would have studied K-A-R-Y.
Nucleus.
Yes, it is nucleus. Okay. So prokaryotic. Carry means the meaning of that, it is just nothing but what? Nucleus. Okay. So eukaryotic means a well-defined nucleus is going to be there. Okay. A nucleus, a proper nucleus with a nuclear membrane and all the component of nucleus, it will be packed inside what? The nucleus. Okay, that is what is called as eukaryotic. See, there are so many differences, but eukaryotic, prokaryotic means the main thing that should first come to your mind is what? They will be having a well-defined nucleus. Okay.
Somebody's waiting in the lobby.
For me, nobody. I'm not getting. I'm not shown that anyone is waiting in the lobby.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. No, no one is.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Vinay is claiming that he is in lobby.
See, actually, if they are there in the lobby, for me it will be shown actually. But for me, I'm see parallelly I have kept that participants list also. So automatically I will come to know if anyone is there in the lobby. So actually for me, I'm not shown anyone to be there in the lobby. Only if I have that, I will be able to admit it. Okay then, so prokaryotes. Okay, so prokaryotes means what will happen means, so whether here there will be no nucleus or whether there will be no DNA or what, see it will be there. See, it will not be a proper DNA and there is no proper nucleus. Okay, there is something called as nucleoid. Okay, so where the things will be freely just floating inside the cell. Okay, not like our eukaryotic cells where you will be having a separate nucleus. Okay, completely demarked from the other cell organelles. Okay, here it will not be like that. In prokaryotes, no well-defined nucleus will be there. Okay, see, apart from that, whatever the things you told, prokaryotes means what? Pro, the term itself, it says no initial. Okay, so all the basic, many of the unicellular organisms and all, no, it will come under. Even eukaryotes also, unicellular organisms are there. Okay, but majority of the thing it will come under what? Prokaryotes only. So whether it is unicellular or multicellular here is not a question. Okay, see whether they have, even if it is a single cell, if the nucleus is well developed means, then that is what is called as eukaryotes. Okay. So we will see what is prokaryote and what is eukaryote also. So prokaryotic cells, the first right? The first cell types on the earth. Examples are certain bacteria and archaea. See, this archaea initially was considered to be a type of bacteria only, but later just they have given a different category itself. They have categorized this itself as a complete genus. Okay. So here there will be no nucleus which has a proper membrane. So you have something called as what? Nucleoid. Nucleoid means what? It's a region where you will be having the DNAs. Okay, some of the DNA will be there. I will just show you a figure also. See here. In this figure, are you able to see? The purple color one, DNA. Okay, so the DNA will be there, okay, but it will not be properly bounded by any membrane. So there is nothing called as nucleus and all here. You have a nucleoid. So this region, this entire purple region is what is called as a nucleoid. Okay, so here also the organelles are not bound by what? Any membrane. Membrane means what? Even the cell membrane also. Okay, not only nuclear membrane, even cell membrane. Okay. So if it doesn't has a properly defined nucleus, means then that is called as what? A prokaryotic cell. It doesn't mean that it doesn't have DNA. It will be there, but it will be freely floating. That's it. And majority of the cell organelles will not be there. Okay. So this is a perfect eukaryotic cell, an animal cell or a plant cell. Okay. So here you will be having, you're able to see, right? I don't know whether. See, are you able to see the cursor?
No, ma'am.
No, madam.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So here are you able to see a properly defined nucleus? Okay, this is going to be your nucleus with a proper nuclear membrane, and inside you are having what? All the DNA materials, right? So this type of a cell is what is called as the eukaryotic cell, and you have almost all the organelles present. Okay, so you know this is what I will show you in one more diagram. Okay. So nucleus here is bound by a membrane. So this includes some type of fungi, protist. Protist means what? That is also a means protists are just nothing but unicellular eukaryotic cells. Okay, so that is what is called as protist. Plant and animal cells. This protist, you know, it will have some of the plant characteristic and some of the animal characteristic also. Okay, so all these things are newly separate now. It has evolved as a separate genus. Okay. So these eukaryotic cells possess many organelles also. See, now this is what is the comparative chart. Okay, so what is the difference between a prokaryote and a difference between eukaryote? So whether it will have a nucleus? No. In the case of prokaryotes, there is no well-defined nucleus, but you have something called as what? Nucleoid. Okay, so nucleoid, it is just nothing but the DNA material which will be present inside the cell without any proper membrane. Okay, but if you see the same thing in eukaryote, yes, there is a well-defined nucleus with a nuclear membrane inside where you can find your genetic material. Okay, that is what is the DNA. So whether you have a membrane bound organelle, okay, here no, here yes. Okay, so now what is the size actually? See, you know, a majority of the unicellular things I told you, no. So 1 to 10 micrometer will be the size range of the prokaryote, whereas here in eukaryotes the size ranges from what? some 10 to 50 micrometers. Okay, this is all an approximate range only what it is given. Okay, so here evolution, when actually this evolved, when actually see it initially it started with prokaryotes only. So here they have given the time limit as what, 3.5 billion years, whereas here it is 1.5 billion years. Okay, so whether prokaryotes have a cytoplasm? Yes, prokaryotes have a, see which is called a cytoplasm. What is cytoplasm?
Fluid in this.
Huh? Anyone?
The cell fluid.
Material in the nucleus exclude.
See, yeah, materials inside the
Solution or a thick solution.
no, it's not clear.
Ma'am, it's
Fluid
gel-like
which covers the cell, ma'am.
Which covers the cell, ma'am.
See, cytoplasm. Okay, cytoplasm. It's a general term given, right? So inside the cell, the entire region, the fluid part. See, protoplasm, whatever they are means telling, right? Protoplasm means together with the nucleus. Okay, nucleus and cytoplasm together is what is called as protoplasm. Okay, just if you in that, if you take the nucleus, then whatever remaining, it will be called as what? Cytoplasm. So cytoplasm is there in what? Both the cases. Okay, now coming to cell wall. Okay, in the see, cell eukaryotes means, what is eukaryote? Eukaryote, I told you, it includes some fungi, protists, plants, animals, all those things. Okay, so here plants, okay, they may have what? Cell wall, whereas animal cells doesn't have cell wall, right? So similarly in prokaryotes also, some will have cell wall and some will not have. Okay, see, if you see whether ribosomes are present, okay, yes, ribosomes are there in both the places, but the activity, what ribosome it is going to carry out in prokaryote and eukaryotes means, in eukaryote the function will be more, whereas in prokaryotes it will be less according to the need. Okay, so how actually, what is the form of DNA present here in a prokaryote? Okay, it will be a circular DNA which will be freely floating inside what? The cell. Okay, so whereas here the DNA, it is in the form of what? Chromosomes, you know, right? See here also, when I will be teaching you the nucleus, no, I will show you clearly the shape of how actually the DNA is packed as what? Chromosomes. Okay, so examples I have told you. So here bacteria here, whereas it is plants, animals, fungi, protists, etc. Okay, so these are some of the examples of what? Prokaryotes. So main difference, there is no nucleus with a proper membrane. Okay, proper nuclear membrane. That is what actually is the difference. Main difference. Okay, so now that's what I told you. I will tell you some of the other parts with the clear figure. Okay, so this is a eukaryotic cell. Okay, so here this is an animal cell. Okay, because you have only what? Plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is otherwise called as what? Cell membrane. Okay, so if you have cell wall also means, then it is a plant cell. Okay, so this is an eukaryotic animal cell. Okay, so you have a nucleus. Okay, this one is what is called as the nucleolus. Okay, we will see later what actually is the function of all those things. Okay, so now slowly, maybe by seeing this, you will remember, I think, all the biology, whatever you have studied earlier. Okay, so these are the ones, rough endoplasmic reticulum, whereas this one is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth ones means what? It will not have ribosomes on it. You're able to see, some dot kind of a thing on this. So these are just nothing but what? Ribosomes. If you have ribosomes studded on the endoplasmic reticulum means, then that is called as rough, or otherwise it is called as what? Smooth. Okay, so later we will see, I'll show you the very close picture of endoplasmic reticulum, what are its function, all those things we will see. Okay, yeah, then yeah.
Is cell membrane, plasma membrane both same, ma'am?
Cell membrane? Yes, cell membrane, plasma membrane, same only. Okay, and then you have mitochondria. Okay, you are able to see the mitochondria here, right? So you have mitochondria, you have lysosomes. Okay, you have vacuoles. Vacuoles will be smaller in size in animal cells, whereas in plant cell, vacuole plays a very important role. Okay, then you have centrioles, which is very important during cell division and all. Okay, so this is polyribosomes. Okay, some one or two means two or more ribosomes when it stuck together for the production of protein. No, then that is what is called as polyribosomes. Okay, see, this is the Golgi bodies. Okay, transporters. Okay, so we will see about all these things later in detail. Okay, so this is a well-defined nucleus, so no, a well-defined cell with a proper nucleus and a nuclear membrane around it. Okay, so it's a very good example of what eukaryotic cell.
Excuse
Okay,
me,
this is
ma'am.
another view. Yeah.
Nucleolus is present in the nucleus of eukaryotic cells. Is it right, ma'am?
Yeah. See, because plant cell, I'm not going to touch at all, ma, because we are not bothered about plant cell. Okay, so we will be studying only about animal cells only. So no need to worry about plant cell at all.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
So now here, this is another view of an animal cell, eukaryotic cell. What exists extra, anything is shown? Yeah, here this microfilament, microtubule, we will study about all these things. Okay, these provide structural strength to the cell. Okay, microfilaments, microtubules, all those things we will see. See, flagella will be, it is there for transportation. It will be there for some of the cells. I think otherwise a majority of the cell will not have this flagella. Okay, if it has to move from one part to the another, if it has to make a movement means, then it will have flagella, even animal cells. For example, in humans, the sperm cells will be having this thing. Okay, otherwise that will not be there. So this is a plant cell. Okay, so here that is what I told you. Plant cell we will not be studying much in detail. See here again, here also they have shown the nucleolus, but the importance actually it is not that much. Okay, so you have, I told you, no, the vacuoles. The vacuoles will be bigger in size. Okay, here, and you will be having what cell wall also. Are you able to see here? Yeah, this is what actually is the cell wall. Apart from cell wall, see, you will be having a cell membrane also. So this is actually the cell membrane, and you will be having what, a cell wall over that. Okay, so this is what is the case in a plant cell. Okay, so plant cell, just this much only, but now I will, whatever I will proceed now, that actually it will be completely about what, your animal cells only. Okay, so now in this, the first thing, whatever I'm going to start about is your cell membrane. Okay, so now today's class, like up till now, whatever we have seen is about what, cells. First we started with cell theory, right? So cell theory, the basic postulates are what, all living organisms are what, composed of cells. Okay, whether it is animal cell or plant cell, it is composed of cell. Because see, for us now it is nothing, but initially for the people who started with all these things, for them all these things are very important, right? All of these studies. Second thing, if cell exists from a pre-existing cell, okay, then cells are going to be the structural and functional unit of life. Okay, so these are the main things. Then if you see, based upon the number, if you see, cells, it can be a unicellular or multicellular. So only if it has one cell which carries out all the activities of life, then that is called as unicellular. Okay, suppose if you have more than one cell means, then that will be called as what, multicellular. So we just saw the size of a cell from 0.1 micrometer to 1 meter, it will be ranging. Okay, see here, some it will be the diameter wise they would have given, some length wise they will be giving. That is what, the largest one is what is the egg of an ostrich, whereas the longest one, okay, but this nerve fiber diameter will be less. Okay, but the length of the cell, it will be what, more. So like that it will range. Okay, the diameter wise it may range from 0.1 micrometer, and length wise it will be till what, 1 meter. Okay, then if you come to the development okay, of the cell means, then it can be divided into what? Prokaryotic, eukaryotes. Prokaryotes, they are the initial ones to start with. Okay, so they don't have a well defined nucleus. Okay, but still what is that genetic material, it is going to be there inside, but it is not properly covered by what? Any membrane, nuclear membrane. Okay, whereas in the case of eukaryotes, what will be, you will be having a proper nucleus with a proper membrane, and the DNA, it will be in the form of what? Chromosomes. And even cell, okay, if you see, it is composed of so many important parts, are otherwise called as organelles, like endoplasmic reticulum, that is rough and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, mitochondria. Okay, then you will be having different types of what? Microfilaments, microtubules, etc. Okay, you have centrioles. So why all these things will be having different functions. Okay, so in plant cells, specifically, if you see, means it will be having a cell wall. Just because we are not interested that much about plant cell here, at least for your syllabus, I'm not going to teach more about plant cell. Okay, so in general, eukaryotic cells we will just see. Okay, so based upon the animal cell only, we are going to see all the functions. Maybe in the cell part, last few slides I will devote for this plant cell, where just slight comparisons only I will be going to explain. Okay, so now I hope you know what is this green color one. What is this? The green color one shown in here in this plant cell.
Chloroplast.
Yes. Chloroplast. Yeah. Okay. This is also one of the one feature which is specific to what? Your plant cells. Okay. So now next class. See, tomorrow it is working for you people. Tuesday timetable actually it is. I hope you know, right? So tomorrow I'm going to have a class from 1:45 afternoon you have, right? So that time I will just go in little bit detail about the cell membrane. First we will see cell membrane. So what actually the cell membrane is composed of, what actually it is made up of. Okay, why actually a membrane is needed, what are the different functions of membrane, what are the different components of this plasma membrane, and what is actually the function of each and everything. Because only the cell membrane, no, it plays a very important role in what? This action potential, communication happening inside our body. Okay, how actually communication is happening. Okay, how actually each and every organ it is able to work within itself, how it is communicating an information from one organ to another. Okay, for all those things, if you have to understand, see, action potential, it is what is going to be the basic behind all these things. So if you have to understand action potential, then you have to know more about what? This cell membrane only. Okay, so I will just go through cell membrane in what? The next class. Okay, so this PPT now itself I will upload it in your file folder. Okay, if you want, you can go through and come for the next class. Okay. Yeah, I think it's almost time now, 11:35. I will just wind it off. Just go through and come. If any doubts, if you have, we will discuss it in the next class. Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Ma'am, should we make a note of all these, or PDF will be enough, ma'am?
I'm not getting note of.
A note of all these, like we should write notes, or we can study from PDF itself.